OBS. Twitch, why you gotta be doing this? Why you gotta be doing this to me? So now I had to cut down to a smaller size, so everything's gonna be a little bit smaller. But as I say, smaller is cuter. Anyways, okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run through all this stuff again. Using AMD A320 clocked at 3.5 gigahertz. And for my motherboard, I am using the Gigabyte 990 FXA-UD3 revision 4. So I actually have a heat pipe on my VRMs just to help so I can overclock a little bit more. And that's just a bag. For my RAM, I'm using one stick of 8 gigabyte DDR3 clocked at 1600 megahertz. I'm going to get another DIMM later so I can run dual channel 16 gigs of RAM. For my graphics card, I am using the Gigabyte UD3. I'm not talking motherboards here. Gigabyte Radeon R9 270 factory overclocked WindForce edition graphics card. And to cool this beast of a chip, because goodness, you could heat up China with that chip, I'm going to use a Cooler Master T4 cooler, so that's going to be nice and keep everything nice and cool. To install my OS, I just got an USB optical drive because I really don't feel like throwing one in my case just because it wouldn't make it look nice after all. And then for my hard drive, I am using a Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte drive, as you can see there. So that's going to be, that should be enough storage for a while for me. I am going to upgrade to an SSD later down the road because just you get 10 times better boot performance. And powering this whole thing is the Monster. No, not really. It's only 500 watts for crying out loud. I have a... come on. There we go. I am using a... Hey, all the screws fell out. Lovely. The EVGA 500 watt power supply is 80 plus, not 80 plus bronze like I wanted, but it was in my price range. So I was like, hey, well, I'll go ahead and get it. And now... Yep. And now on to where my case will spend the rest of its, or where my compartments will spend most of its life, hopefully. This is the case. This is the Roswell Galaxy 2, if I believe so. Has USB 3.0 on top here, power button. You have USB 2. Just leave my head out of it, Dad. Just drop it down. There you go. And you have removable drive base here. So yeah, it's lovely. I'll get that later. You have a 120 millimeter fan here, a 120 millimeter fan in the back, and one up top. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set that aside. Some people say go ahead and prep your case. Well, I like to, before I do anything, that way I don't forget it. Very important, for me, since it's my first time building, I'm a little nervous. So I went ahead and got myself an anti-static strap, so I don't ruin anything, which, you know. So as I try to put this on one-handed, I have skills. Can you downsize the OBS now, please? I need to see if anyone's talking in chat. No, not yet. Okay, well, that's good. That means no one's complaining yet. So I'm going to go ahead and before I do anything, I'm going to go ahead and remove the screws here from the screw bay. Oh. Did I just say the screw bay? I mean from the case, goodness. My mind's everywhere today. And we're just going to go ahead and pop the side panel off. I did notice one thing I don't like about these cases. The side panel does take a little bit of force to take off, but once it comes off, it's just like easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the box so it don't get dented or anything like that. And I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. So in here, we have the user manual, a box with screws and all that goody stuff, a twisty tie, yay, and then all your cables for your HD audio, USB 3.0, USB, let's see here, what's this? Your hard drive LED and all that. And since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and try to pop this drive bay back in. There we go. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pop in the power supply. So here I have a dust filter on the bottom of the case. You can't really see it because, well, it's like that. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put the fan so it's like this. That way it can pull in nice, cool air to cool itself. That way I'm not worrying about overheating problems and other stuff like that. So let's go ahead. Here, let me get the one that has the magnet tip on it, because that's just like 10 million times easier. Go ahead and line up the holes. Huh? My static strip, it'll get attached to the case after I'm done with this. The power supply isn't static sensitive, but I just said I'll go ahead and put it on. That way I don't forget anything about it. And if the background does not look familiar, that's because I have to stream at a friend's house, because my internet is equal to poop. Hashtag Windstream sucks, I know, yeah. So let's go ahead. Got 2 more screws here. Then we are done with the power supply installation. Okay, so we can go ahead and we can just put all these cables down here in this drive bay, and that is pretty much, the case is almost all the way prepped. Now I'm gonna go ahead and slap on my anti-static band here, because I'm gonna get into my motherboard box. I'm gonna grab the I/O shield, and the I/O shield, let me turn this so you guys can see it up here. The I/O shield is what goes right here, just marks out your USB 3 and all that. So yes. Let me go ahead and put these right here. That way I do not lose them. Because if anyone knows me, well, you know I lose stuff quite easily. So let's just go ahead and grab the I/O shield right here. We are coming to the motherboard next, don't worry. Don't worry about it. This is the ultra durable part, which means it's been pressure tested. It can withstand a little bit more than normal motherboards can. And so this right here, you can tell which part is top by the has a PS2, I think it's called, connector, just for if you have an older keyboard and stuff. So what you do is you just got to kind of line that up there. You just push it in until you hear it snap. There you go. And there. Okay. So now that we have that done, our case is all prepped and ready for surgery. No, not really. We're going to go ahead. We're going to put this off to the side here. I'm going to switch the static wristband over to the other hand. That way it's not in my way. And we're going to get started with the motherboard side of things, with the more technical side of things. Go ahead and do this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our motherboard out here. We're gonna lay it on top of the motherboard box. That way, it's just a lot less static. Because, as everyone knows, cardboard does not produce static electricity. I just said that like a British man. Like a British man. And here she is, the beauty. I'll just grab this thing unprofessionally and bring it up. Oh. So here is where, right here's your RAM slots. I'm just gonna give you a little orientation. RAM slots, CPU socket. This is your PCI. This does support two-way, Crossfire, and SLI. That's these two right here. These two 16 rails. You have two PCI 1X slots, or two PCI 1XE. Then just a normal PCI right here, which you can put. I'm not sure, like if you had an older sound card or something like that. Over here you have your SATA connectors, which is for your hard drive, your main power connector, your RAM slots. I'm not sure if I said that. Then right here is all your front panel connectors, your TMP, USB 3, and all that. So let's go ahead and start by installing the memory. Now with this, you want to see, so like right here on this board, all the RAM slots are color coded. You just look right here on the board. It says, you can see it says DDR3-1. So I'm going to go ahead and install it in that one. Let me just go ahead and pop it out. There we go. So as you can see, about three tooths, about a little over 2/3 of the way over. I just can't believe I just forgot that word. There's a little slot there, so you want to line that up with this. You want to get, first thing first, just make sure you're in the slots. Then push down firmly on each side until you hear that click. And that means your RAM is installed. Now on to the funner part, your CPU. Now this is this is near to the most expensive part of your build. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous right now. And I'm looking here, and you can see there's a little triangle. It's not gold plated or anything. I wish they would start plating these. But it's a little triangle here that says, that kind of just tells you where you need to put your CPU. So we're going to go ahead and grab my FX processor right here. Make sure you're handling it by the sides. And you want to look for that little triangle right here. The gold triangle. And you're going to line that up with that triangle right there. So you're just going to line it up. Oh, that was my mistake, actually. The triangle goes there. Face palm, I know. You can kill me in the comments. There we go. And that'll just sit in there. Wiggle it to make sure it's in there right. And you will press down, and voila. Oh, nope, I didn't quite get inserted in there right. There we go. Now it's in there. And voila. I thought I didn't put that in rather there, right? So right there is the CPU. Now, as with a lot of Intel CPUs, this part right here is where the cores are. But with this CPU, it's a little bit different. It has your main pool of L2 cache. This has 8, I'm trying to think here. I believe it has 8 megabytes of L2 cache right there in the middle. Then you have 2 cores on each corner. So I was trying to think, what would be the best way to apply thermal paste to this? And I reckoned I'll just go ahead and do, there's like 1.5 million different ways on how to do it. So I decided, no, what, I'll just go ahead and I'll do the cross way. That way I get some thermal paste on all of the cores. And hello, these are my awesome friends here. Hi, yes, I know I'm a little bit later than I said I would be, but oh well. You have no idea, nah. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put thermal paste in an X right here. That way I get even coverage. These words are just not flowing off my mouth today. So we're going to rip that. There we go. So right here is, that smells good. No, just kidding. Right here is your thermal paste. A lot of people say just put a dab in the middle, but I am choosing to go for the cross method. There we go. Now I got a little bit on the side of the heat spreader, which is what I did not want to happen. It's kind of stringy. So there we go. Clean that up. Now, it's time to grab this big old intimidating bag of mounting hardware and go throw that off. Because that's, this cooler mounts natively on AMD processors, so that's one main reason I picked it out. So now we're going to look over here at the case, figure out how the motherboard's going to be put, and I want to have the CPU cooler blow the hot air up. So it's going to be about right here, or more like right here probably. So I want to have the hot air blown up to this 140 millimeter fan up here in the top. So I'm going to mount it like that. Going to mount it like this right here. Now before I do that, I want to go ahead, remove that. And so this has 8 heat pipes, aluminum shroud, and I think it's 120 millimeter fan right here. And then you take this right here. This is kind of a mounting bracket, which you just kind of have to like shimmy on in there somehow. I mean, come on, I'm a homeschooler. Do you expect me to figure this stuff out easily? Nah. There we go. And that is the way it just kind of like mounts in there. So we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way. I'm kind of nervous right now, just to be honest. Here. Don't quite have that centered. There we go. Now we have it centered. We're just going to go ahead. We're going to line it up. So we want to go ahead and put that one side on there. Push it down firmly. Raise it back up just to get air bubbles in. Yes. Now you have to take this side. It's not working. Help me. No. Okay, so that was my mistake here. There we go. This thermal paste is not the highest quality in the world. I will tell Cooler Master that much. Get a little bit better thermal paste buds. This is turning out to be a complete flop, which is exactly what I didn't want to happen, but of course it will. Because, well, it's Murphy's Law. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there we go. We have that one side on. Gonna go ahead and bring it over to this side right here. And push that on. We're gonna make sure our CPU cooler is aligned upright and properly. Which of course it's not. So yay, we have to take it off again. Yeah, I think here. Yeah, so yeah. Like I said, guys, this is my first time building, so have a little mercy on me. Don't tear me apart in the comments quite yet. Gotta lift it up. They make it look so much easier in real life. Or on the videos, they make it look so much easier. This is not exactly turning out the way I like it to, but oh well. Actually, I see exactly what I've been doing wrong. There we go. There we go. We finally got it mounted in there. So what we gotta do now is move it over a little bit. There, actually, I'm getting a little concerned here, so I just want to quickly read the manual because I want to make sure I have this on there right. I thought it looked easier and I thought I understood how it worked, but apparently I didn't. Okay, so that's supposed to go in right across like that, yeah. But I don't understand how is. Oh, hey, baby, how you doing, man? Didn't know I was quite at that level yet, but well, that's cool. See, I think the way this is supposed to be is I'm completely murdering it. Okay. Oh yeah, I got some good even coverage on that. So. Okay, I see what I did wrong. Yeah. So it's got to be like this, because I'm blowing heat up. See, I had it inserted the wrong way. So, yeah. Now that makes a lot more sense. Yay, I'm not completely an idiot yet. Yes, thermal paste is far, far from the best thermal paste that I've seen. Got applied some pressure there. It moved off a little bit. There we go. So our CPU, RAM, aka memory, and CPU cooler are now installed. So now all I gotta do is run this wire over here. Gonna tie a little knot, just for a little bit more cable management, and insert it here. There we go. So now I want to get that off the motherboard a little bit more, so I'm going to tie one more knot. And wazam. Everything is ready on the motherboard side. Let me just inspect it. Yep, that all looks good. Okay, so now we are going to get into that box of hardware that was here, right here. Actually, let's go ahead and set this off to the side here. We're going to prep the case to put the motherboard inside of it. So we're going to get into here. We have PCI, or the back plate for where your video card goes. They have one if you decide to take out your video card. Here is what we need. So this board has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 standoffs, and right now they only have 6 put in. So I need to get all the brass standoffs in here. There we go. Okay. So here are all the brass standoffs. So we're going to go ahead and put those in the case. Let's see here. The video feed is skipping a lot for me. It's my laptop's fault. Did you get my message? No, I'm actually not checking Facebook right now. So sorry about that, but no. So I want to make sure I don't cross-thread these. Yep, that's in there, right? And then that. Oh, this middle one is not going in right. That's kind of starting to concern me a little bit here. There we go. Yeah! That's kind of awkward. Anyways, so now that we are ready to put our motherboard inside of here, I want to go ahead and move all these connectors out of the way. Move them all to the side. Take all these power connectors. Move them out of the way. And we are just about ready to insert our motherboard. Now over here, you will see there are a whole bunch of almost the same screws. Certain ones are for certain applications. And right here are the motherboard screws. So do I believe. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be 9 of them. 5, 6. Let me see here. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It's right there. All 9 motherboard screws. And we're going to go and put these over here. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and insert our motherboard inside of our case. There we go. It puts magnet in it. We're going to go ahead and insert the motherboard inside the case, and I'm going to put a screw down. That way the motherboard is just holding in place there, so it's not really going to flop anywhere or do anything crazy, like as we all know motherboards like to do. I'm going to go ahead and Unattach this and get these out of the way. Just go ahead and undo these. So this does have a total of 3 fans. And I'm sorry about the camera that's up here. I have to keep it at that screen or else it'll be all megapixely due to the fact that it is a very low res camera. So we're going to go ahead and grab the motherboard by its heatsink. We're going to go ahead and drop it in here. Let's see here, is that all? So the main way you can tell if everything's fitting in is by the OI shield here. Got that part in here. Yep, that's in. So now we just gotta align it up here. And there we go. It's all ready, happy, and all kind of other things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this motherboard and this motherboard screw, and we are going to insert it in. Back thread, make sure I'm not cross-threading it here. And screw is, well, yeah, I think I'm cross-threading it. These may not even be the right screws for it, but it looks to be. It's fine if you want to go. You can. Okay, so it looks like those are not the right screws. Yes, yes, yes. Facepalm me. Or maybe they are, and I just don't know how to put a motherboard screw in. I'm going to take that as the last one, because, I mean, these are the exact same thing, and they have, yeah. Well, maybe not. I think I may have just crossed there today. Yay! Rookie mistake. Okay, so let's try. Let's see if these kind of screws. Actually, I think I may have found it. So actually, okay. So, rewind all that. I retake it all. I need to take this one out here somehow, because that standoff is not going in right. That standoff is sticking up higher than normal. Okay. So what we're going to do here is stick that stand up like this. We're going to grab it down here. Yeah, that thing's in there all right. So, rookie mistake 101, I guess, maybe? So I'm going to have to go grab, oops, that's not good for it. I'm going to have to go grab a pair of pliers, which is out in the car, actually. I'm running along. And I will be right back. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. Well, maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. But hey, don't kill me. I never read the owner's manual. So yeah, rookie mistake 101. So oops. So let's see here. Wow, so we already have 5 people watching. That's pretty good. What room are you in? I had to go to a friend's house because my internet's equivalent to poop. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is, so yeah. So I'm gonna have to grab it here. And unscrew it from here. Did I have to completely mutilate this? Looks like it. So I'm going to have to actually go through here and find out if that screw goes in there, or if I simply messed up, which wouldn't surprise me actually. Yep, there we go. I think I found the right thread. Maybe? Possibly? Nope. There we go. Well, no. Maybe not. I'm not sure, guys. This is my first PC build. I don't know everything. Okay, well, I don't know absolutely everything. I do know a few things, but not a ton. This is...
Get one that screws in one of them, then you'll know what thread it is. It doesn't have a thread messed up.
I don't think so, but maybe it does, and I just can't see it. Yeah, that one don't go in there. What happened to your magnet powers? Are they all suddenly gone for you, huh? Oh yeah, those go in nice, easy, lemon squeezy. So I cross-threaded one. Lovely. Here.
Which one is it?
It's the fine thread ones right here, I think. Here. Or let me check it on there. I mean, we don't really need a middle motherboard standoff. It's good to have one, but we don't need one. Yeah, so that's not the right one. Well, I need one that's like micro threaded practically.
Let me see what
Here you go. This right here. This is the one. I believe so. See, guys, you would have missed out on all this fun if I wouldn't have started this. So, thank me. Go ahead. Bring it on. Thank me. Okay, so these are the kind right here. It has like macro thread practically. So let that be a lesson, guys. Always read your manual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me make sure these are the right ones. Just one more time, just for my own sake. Lest I cross-thread 4 more. No.
I'm going with that one. Snuggle with the wrench too.
Yeah, let me. I just want to make sure this is the right thread, but I thought it was.
So, no, this one is. I screwed this one into there. This is when you mess the threads up, so you
Okay,
use
well-
that screw on.
But there's more than one in there.
I
They,
hope.
they have extras in there. Don't worry. Not like here. Give me that one. Give me.
Let me look at it. Let me look at it. Okay.
Okay, so they're
That one
identical.
goes to there.
Okay.
Do you have the other ones?
Do I have the other ones? They're in that. They're in the box there. So I think we have problems that go a lot bigger than that, Daddy. Yep, I did it. I was afraid I would, and I did. I did it. I Well, I may or may not have just ruined my thread hole, but I mean, I don't really need one there because it is right smack dab in the middle of the board. So I mean, there we go. Okay, so motherboard insertion 2.0. Do you have that screw for that? Right here, yep. Where's that? Where's the one with the magnetic tip here? Okay.
Before we just cover.
Okay, thank you. So let me just go ahead and reinsert this here.
You got to static yourself.
Huh?
Not to
Oh.
static yourself.
When did that come off?
When you got that.
Okay. Well, I touched the case before that, so I believe we still are good. We are good. Okay. So. Yes, we are. We are pros after all, right, people? Right? Yep, we are pro. So, the main reason I built this computer was for the following. The computer I was using had a 3 gigahertz 2 dual core processor, so I mean it was not keeping up with what I wanted it to do. It was ultra slow, which yeah. Now where'd you put those other screws, Dad?
In the cover.
Oh, thanks. I couldn't capture more than 10 frames a second when I was doing screen capture. So yeah, there's multiple reasons I did upgrade. And if anyone's actually thinking about upgrading, I recommend you go over to Jay's 2 Cents channel. And yes, my dad's running the internet, or my awesome dad's running the camera part. Because I'm just not good enough to do that, apparently. Nah. Oops. So, magnetic will not hurt computer parts. That was only true with, like, those floppy... What are they called? Floppy disks, right, Dad? You remember those, right?
Yeah.
You were back then when those were around.
Easy now.
Actually, speaking of floppy and all that, I was watching a YouTube video where these guys took these kids that, you know, like they're used to iPhones and all that, and he gave them a DOS computer. He told them, okay, go ahead and run it. And they were like so lost. I was like, yeah, I probably would be too. No, if you guys don't know what DOS is, it proves my point. I mean, just, yeah. There we go. The cable management on this board is not the best I have seen. I'm not too happy with the cable management, but it will work for what I need to. Kind of keep it nice and applied here.
Kyle was having a lot of buffering issues with his.
Kyle, is it your internet speed?
So he didn't know if you were talking to him. He couldn't see.
See here. Yeah, I'm good on my side, man. I haven't dropped a single frame. I've been live 38 minutes. Yeah, I haven't had any problems yet. So it must be on, it's on your side, and I can't exactly, I don't have the number for the chief of Twitch, so, yeah, my hands are kind of tied there. Dad, there's more than, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more screws of these kind. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Come on now, cooperate. They make it look so much easier and they make it look so much easier on the videos. Dad, come editing. I mean, it's a lot easier than a lot of people think, but still. It's a little frustrating.
This is the real deal. This isn't edited.
Yeah, this ain't edited like some people I know. Linus Tech Tips. I love Linus. That's actually where I learned half this stuff from. Linus Tech Tips, Jay's 2 Cents, Barnclay's Nerdgasm, the Tech Syndicate, aka Logan. If you don't know who that is, well, I'm sorry for you. Trying to think of other people here. Jason, yeah, that's pretty much it. And Tech It Tomorrow too. They also kind of inspired me to build my own build. Okay, you can do it, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can't. How long are you? Dad, can you read that for me?
How long to finish?
I'm gonna guess maybe an hour and 15 minutes
Total?
in total. Yeah.
So what, half hour, 45 minutes yet?
Yeah.
So just say that.
So it'll be about half hour, 45 minutes till I'm completely done. Get that in my hand there. Back there. So I'm not up to cross thread another motherboard. Yeah, I'm not up to cross thread another one. So I did go a little heavy on the whoops. I did go a little heavy on the thermal paste on the CPU. One thing I would have redone if I could, but, well, I'm kind of out of it because I used too much. I'm so nervous, my hand is shaking. So, yeah. I was, like, randomly walking over and checking out the viewer count, so if you see my head just, like, kind of bobble over there, that's what I'm doing. Also, this board does feature a dual UEFI BIOS chip, so if I do brick the BIOS, I still have a second one to revert to. Good night. And if you guys do want to see the whole list of parts, down there underneath the Twitch chat, there's a thing that just gives you the whole list of everything that I am putting in my computer build. There we go. And that is installed. So we have everything. Now next to install is our graphics card. So I'm going to put my graphics card here. So that means I need to come over here and remove this right here. Move the PCI. There we go. Voila! And I'm going to move this here. Put that here, there. Just kind of clean it up here. You come over to this back side. This has an exterior PCI mounting thingy. I can't really think of the name of it right now, but anyways, just notice that. No, it's there. Okay, so you need to come over here, and as you can see, it's like exterior almost. So what I need to do is I need to see that. Yes. You take out these two right here. I'm trying to think, is that tightening it? Okay. Good night, they got them things in there all right. There you go. There's that bigger one here. Man, this thing's coming out kind of hard. Don't really like that. too much. This case does have, I mean, sure, it's a budget case, it's going to have its problems, but it's really not that bad compared to one I was going to use. Yeah, the one I was going to use is just going to be a nightmare. It had literally like no cable management. Don't want to strip out the screw exactly, so. So I am gonna have to end up stripping this bolt out. No, I got it. There you go. Maybe they'll have another one. Normally they send a couple screws for each thing. There we go. So, yep, it's gonna slide right in there. And this is a dual slot card, so that means these two, let me see. Oh, this box right here is blocking it. These two right here are going to have to come out. So this extra PCI lane thingy down here. It's going to come on out. I think you're, yep. I believe so, and if not, well, noob me. There we go. Okay. So now we are going to proceed to the graphics card. There we go. So that's that. Let me go ahead, move this plastic over the PCI bus. Those right there can just stay on. So this has dual link DVI, HDMI mini, I think. Yep. Then DisplayPort. So has everything I want pretty much. And we're going to pop that off. It also does support Crossfire, and this motherboard does also support Crossfire, so I will end up putting in another graphics card. So all you gotta do really is line it up, push that back, and then just kind of apply even force till it, there we go, until it snaps in. And that is that. Now what you need to do, get this right here. Here. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I need to do. I need to install the, two, no, isn't that right? Yep. Okay, it's just a little floppy. You need to install 2 screws right here. I need the case screws, the ones I thought went in the hex head thingies right here. And so that's gonna go in just to help keep my graphics card from bouncing around and breaking off, stuff like that. I hate you, screwdriver. You do nothing for me practically. Oh, I'll have to get that a little bit later. Let me go ahead and I'm going to put that there. Okay, let me see this here. I'm gonna go now, babe. Personal message to Tyler, aka Babe. Good luck with the rest of your build. Stay sweet. Hashtag too legit to quit. Nerdgasm. Thank you very much. I love you too, Kyle. Oh, that's why it wasn't working, right? I didn't have the magnet one. But even on here, this magnet isn't all that ultra strong. Just gonna get my fingers down there. There we go. There you go. This motherboard hates me. That's the only thing I can think of right now is it hates me. So there we go. Our graphics card is finally installed. Now I need to realign this border plate up here. And I need to take, I believe these case screws right here will work for this. Yep, that'll work for that. I so do believe. There we go. Can I get another one of those case screws, Dad? There we go. So how long have we been streaming for? 51 minutes. Okay, yes, that really ain't that bad. Am I not lined up? Huh? There we go. Now it's going in. And there we have our graphics card installed. So far we have our memory, graphics card, CPU cooler, CPU all installed. So now what's next to do is we have to pop off this other side panel here, and we need to do some cable management, hook up all the front I/O thingies here. And yes, let's go ahead and let's set it up. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and move this clip a little bit over to suit me better back here. So I'm going to go ahead and pop off this right here. I have a place over here where I put them. Now this shield comes off a little bit hard too, so. There, I have to get it over here. I'm not sure what if I just got a faulty case or if they're all like this. There we go. Yeah, unnaturally hard. So there, revealing the back side of the case. Whoa. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to throw in our storage drive. Trying to think, how's a good way to show you? There you go, we'll just go over here and do it. So, the storage drive, I'm going to put right here on top of this fan. Actually, I might put it a little bit lower than that fan. Because these things do get hot. I mean, they're spinning at 7,200 RPMs. They're metal discs. They do get a little warm. So I want to try to keep it cool, not anvil it. So what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead. Oh, you're going to go ahead and negify myself. And pop this out here. Well, bam. So right here you have your SATA data cable and your SATA power cable. And what we're going to do here is we're going to get more of these case screws. 1, 2. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this in like this. And I'm just looking here. I'm going to put it in so a little air can still get to it, but it won't completely block off the air supply. So right here. Or, well, actually I might, yeah, I'm just going to put it right here. That way a little air will blow over the top of it and it won't be completely suffocating. Where's my screwdriver? Magnetized one. There we go. What would I do without you, Father? Okay, so we have 2 people watching the stream at the moment. Thank you for staying on through all my nerfs and perfs and other things like that. I think we had up to 7 people on this stream so far, so. There we go. And so I'm not going to be throwing a CD-ROM in here because those are just outdated, as everyone knows. Ain't that right, Father?
Getting there yet?
No, I'm talking about you, Dad. You are outdated.
You're awesome, son.
Yeah, I love you too, Daddy. I almost called you Batty. No, he's not a Batty. He's a Daddy. So I'm going to come over here. There's just 2 more screws over here, just like over there. And voila, our hard drive is now installed. So now all we have to do now is cable manage it, and we are done. I'm not going to film the installing of the OS because I'm pretty sure we'd all die of old age watching this stream. So yes, we're going to finish this right here. Do that. So these give you the option to go with a Molex connector or with a fan header. So I decided I'm going to utilize the fan header option. So I'm going to bring it up through here, the back plate here. I'm going to look for a place to plug it in right up here. While I'm at this here, I'm going to pull these down. Just get them out of the way. Take this right here. I'm looking for a 3-pin. There we go, 3-pin power fan. Actually, I guess I could turn it and show you guys what I'm doing. There you go. Do you see that? Sort of. It's right up here. It's called PWR fan, which stands for power, I think. So I just want to line those up. Push on. That does push in. It takes a little bit of force, but nothing too much. And then we also have these 2 fans back here. We're just gonna bunch them up here. What did I? Must have gotten rid of those right there. So we're going to look for a fan header. There is one right over here. So what we'll do, we'll run this up along the side, back on the motherboard, and plug this in here. Now there are 3-pin and 4-pin fan connectors. It actually doesn't matter. That 4th pin, I think, is just for higher RPM'd fans. They give you a little bit more power. So this right here is System Fan 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug this in. See if I can't do it blindly. No doubt the audio is poop because I just hit the mic up against the case. Oh, this is too stressful. No, just kidding. Before too long, you're going to see me pulling up my hair. There we go. Right here. There we go. So that's that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cable tie it. And all this will be out of the way. I'm also going to snip off these Molex connectors because, yeah, I ain't never going to use those. And yeah, actually, let me see here. If I could not... Nope, that's... Well, let me check out this front bezel here. I think there'd be a way that you could remove. You can move this maybe up from the top. No, not really. Well, so on the fan, the cable management is not that good, but everything else, the cable management, well, it's, yeah. I did get the blue fan option, so it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful color blue. Okay. So we have both these fans plugged in. Now it's time for this one. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a plug-in for the fan right there on the bottom. So I'm just going to run this right around here. This is another 3-pin fan. Plug this into System Fan 2. There we go. And again, I will just kind of tuck this away here in the corner so no one will see it. Out of sight, out of mind, eh? So that is everything so far. All we have to do now is clean up our workspace here a little bit, and we're going to finish doing cable routing of the power. So that's going to include 24-pin and all that good stuff. So, and also everyone who has stopped by and all that, thank you for stopping by. This is my first build, so it is taking a little bit longer than a professional who knows how to build these things. But yeah, it's fun. That's one thing, you know, a lot of people say, you know, whenever you build a computer, your main goal is to have fun, and that's what I'm doing pretty much. So there we go. We are going to lay this down actually, and I'm not sure if you want to put the camera up here, shine it down in there. Maybe, I don't know. It's up to you after all. Let me just go ahead and lay this down here. And voila. Go ahead, re-nickelify myself here. And so I'm just going to run you through the power cables here. You have a main system 24-pin fan, which I'm going to... Actually, I will have to set this up to cable manage it here a little bit. I'm going to run this through the back here. Pull it all the way through. See here. Pull this power all the way through here. Come up around this corner, say peekaboo. And this fan header goes on one way, which will be like this. So it's kind of opposite from how I have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Whoops. I am going to kind of do a backwards flip with it. Get it on those bottom 24 pins right there. Well, see here. Yeah. So I'm gonna there we go. You hear that snap in. Then you grab this little 4-pin. You just plug this in like yonder. Why did I just say yonder? Goodness. Like that. And that is your main system power all plugged in. Now, your next plug, let me just get these out of the way. Will be your, there we go, your graphics card power right here. So this goes with 3 6-pin connectors here. So right here you see PCI. These are just going to go in like this. There we go. Now AMD cards, yes, they're a little bit more hungry than most cards, so yeah. It's like just see my graphics card just break right before my eyes. I just like cry. Yes, I would support it, but there we go. There you go. Actually, I'm going to take that out because I just noticed I did something wrong. Forgot to run this through the back plate thingamajiggy there. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this through here. Run this through this middle one right here. So maybe, there we go. That's going to be a little bit better. Actually, no, it won't. Will it? Both the PCI goes up. There you go. That's in there. There we go. Both those are in. And voila. So we're just going to pull that cable through here again. Now we're going to power our hard drive, which is right here. So pretty much grab a SATA cable here. And it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but it's wide, and SATA only goes on one way. So you just kind of got to eye it up here. Well, see here. Okay, so that lip, see right there, that notch, that goes down like this. So you're just going to plug it in accordingly, really. So make sure that, yep, I just don't want to break anything really. There we go. So that is my, that's that. So now I have one more thing, my CPU power. So this is going to run up the back here through the mess of all the other cables. It's going to come up here to the top. And from the top, it's going to come over and plug in right there with that 8-pin. So these two, it's 2 4-pin or an 8-pin. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to plug that in there. You can't really see it, but it's kind of what works for me. And it's all about me, isn't it, Dad?
Yep.
Nah, not really. So yeah, I want to go sideways here. Man, this is acting kind of... I'm going to go ahead and lay it down, actually. Get a little better view of it. You don't want to crush my USB 3.0 ports. Exactly. There we go. That is our CPU all powered up. And this will be cable managed. It'll be tied up. Probably. Most likely. Okay, so that's... We have our main power. Our graphics card's powered. Our CPU power. Which I actually might rerun that. Just a little bit, maybe after. So you guys don't have to sit through all this cable managing poo-poo. This is okay. So I'm just looking here a little bit. Don't really like that touching that VRM. They really could have done a little bit better job on cable management. Let me set this up again. See if I can't figure out a way. Yeah. So what I can do. I can zip tie it up right up here, and that won't touch the VRM there. Okay, so now we have all these other power that we aren't going to use, so we're going to come around here to the back. So this right here is for that. I'll cable tie that right there. I believe so. That'll work, yeah. Yeah, that's good on. That's right in there, good and solid. This right here, just go here. All this cable management can be put away underneath your hard drive if you choose to, or wherever, really, just wherever suits you best. This right here is looking like a war zone, actually, so this will all get cable managed too. So now we have our power fan LEDs and all this good stuff to deal with. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to run it through this back tray here. Not sure if you guys can see it here, but I can. So we're going to run it through this back tray. Then back through on this bottom part here. Pull that through. Let me take my USB 3.0. Bring that on through here. This isn't USB 3.0. This is just your HD audio. Duh. Come through there. And man, some of the stuff's getting in my way. The rest of this I can just kind of push through here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go and relay the case down again. Whew. Building a computer is hard work, I tell you that. So we're going to go here. We're going to go ahead and hook up all these reset switch, RSW. Okay, so I actually go through here and identify all these first. Okay, so this is all? I believe so. Okay, so we have our reset switch, which is blue and white. Actually, hold on a second here. My reset was my. Oh, I see. Okay. My P power reset, which is my power SPW. Then this right here is my HDD LED. So that's all that. Now we're gonna come over here. This right here is a USB cable, which I'm going to actually take these. I'm going to run them through this back corner here. So back up you come. So I do have a couple gripes about this case, but I mean, it's what you can really expect with a value price case. One is the cable management is far from the greatest in the world. You can kind of tell that just by looking up here. Two is just, yeah, more cable management. I mean, the airflow in here will still be good and all that stuff, but still, it's kind of a disappointment. I was expecting a little bit better cable management. Now we're going to go ahead, lay it back and down again, and we're going to finish with this. Right here is your USB 3.0, and that goes in one way. There's a little notch that you line up with. There we go. Right here is your HD audio, and there is a pin missing right there in the bottom. So yep, that will line up right there. What time? How long has this thing been running? An hour and 12 minutes? Yeah, we're right on track. Yep, here we go. I just want to make sure I don't bend any pins. There you go, that's our HD audio. And right here is a USB, which you can just plug into really any USB here. So it'll go right here. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the case up here. And you can see it's kind of a wreck, actually. Yeah, the cable management on this is not 100% great, but hey, what else can I... It's really what you can expect with a value case. This USB come off? Mm-hmm. I hired you to behave. Now behave. Come on. We have a video to shoot. Oh, thanks there. That in there right? Yep. Just kind of. There we go. So now that right there is inserted. Now that I look at it, I'm half tempted to move this up, actually. I'm half tempted to move that up all the way. Because that way I'd have a little bit more place to hide my wires. But actually, what I can do is I can pull these wires out right here. These are all the wires I'm not using yet. Well, what's this? Oh, that's connected there. So, what I might just go ahead and do here is fold this up. And try to, yeah, I guess I'll just push all my unused cables. I'll zip tie them together, actually. These right here can just lay on top of your HDD. Yeah, I'm not too impressed with some of this wiring management for the fans and all that. it'll just have to work. Just go ahead and grab a zip tie here. Zip this up here. Close it. And shove that all right in here. So voila. So kill me on my cable management, yes. Let's go around to the back here. We're gonna go ahead and do some cable management back here as well. I'm going to pull out another one of these guys here. Go and lay these down sideways. Then one more cable management tie. Also, guys, can't believe I was going to mention something about this. Happy Memorial Day, guys. So, thanks to everyone who served in our armed forces and everything like that. Air Force, Marines, Navy SEALs, or all that. If you have someone in your family, I'd say just call them up and talk to them. Say, hey, I was thinking about you today. Just wish them a happy Veterans Day. You'd be surprised how that can just make someone's day. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a peek on this inside here. I might just go ahead and do. I'm gonna. Trying to figure this out here. Yep. Okay. So. Just want to make sure I had that in right. And yep, that's in right there. So we're just going to push these back in here.
I just lost battery on this one.
On what? Oh, we did?
This one off.
Okay, so our runner on camera battery is now dead. So yay! So I'm just gonna kind of talk you guys through. I'm actually rewiring. Gonna do a little bit of cable management on these fans here. I ran this one fan behind this back plate. Yeah, if the battery's dead, I don't exactly have another one for that, so. There we go. Reran that. This right here. So it can get pulled off again. And let me go ahead and run this back here. Run this up here. So I'm just rerunning the two front fans. This back fan, I guess, is okay on its placing, but yeah. I would have liked to see a hole above the motherboard. That would be one thing, but well, it's not exactly necessary. Also, guys, I'd just like to say thanks for everyone who has stuck around this far, has watched and listened to my annoying voice. Yay! That's all that. Okay, so that looks a little bit better, except for on this bottom. Oh, wow, I didn't see that. That would have came in handy. So all these USB 3.0, USB, and all this HD audio, all this is getting pulled back again, because there's actually a hole here at the bottom that I chose to ignore on accident. So all this will be a little bit more cleaner, I guess you could say. So all these cables right here are going to be brought out the back. Same with these right here. Brought out right here. They're all going to be ran right here. So let me just run the audio and all that junk through here first. This is USB. I get plugged back in that USB 1 header. Right, yep. So just finish plugging this right here in. My HD audio. Or as some British people say, my HD audio. I'm not hating on the British, I'm just making fun of their accent. Which is, well, practically hating on the British, I guess. There we go. Got that plugged in there. And then we need one more. And all this will be re-zip tied probably. My USB 3.0. Come on through here. Get plugged into USB 3.0. There we go. Now I got these three, no, two. Wait, no, there's three. Yeah, these three here to run through here. And I'm not sure if I match up the colors or do I match up what they say. It's a little confusing still for me even. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna match up what they say. So this right here is reset SW, which is on the top, second two. So right here. Oh, that's. So those two go right there. This right here is my HDD LED. Pull that through a little bit more. Then I have my power. My power SW. Hold on a second. I think I got these mixed up here. Reset. Right down here. And then my power is right up here. Okay, so that looks a little bit better now. Go ahead and bring my case back up. And go ahead and attach all these to a cable management loop down here. Okay, so now, what happened to them pair of pliers I had? Don't know either. Let me just go over here and grab their knife. I'm just gonna cut this right here. I'm trying to keep from me cutting any other ones on accident. There we go. There we go. Then, there we go. Okay, so this rear panel is ready to go back on. Just hope. There we go. So these right here. So it may be a little oblong on this one side, but oh well. me lay this down on the side so I can get to it a little bit better here. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, grab 2 of my case screws. Now there's one more. I actually kind of forgot about this, I'll be honest. One more cable. How am I supposed to get power from my hard drive? Or not power. How am I supposed to get data from my hard drive to my blah, blah, blah. And now I'm tongue-tied. Tongue-tied. Yes, I'm tongue-tied right now. Don't judge me. Don't judge. Don't judge. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this into SATA 0. I think it'll go like this, maybe. Trying to see here. Let me feel it, maybe. Let me see here. Okay, yeah. So it'll go like this. There we go, so that'll plug into there. And this will just come a little short way. So get plugged in here, maybe. I'll be honest here, guys, I can't really see this, so I am kind of doing this whole thing blind. There we go. So everything now is plugged in and ready to go. Now, I'm not going to do the Windows install because that is just going to take too long and all that good stuff, but I am going to throw some stickers on my case here. So I got one sticker from Kingston here. I got a powered by Kingston RAM, and then I have a Gigabyte powered motherboard sticker. So I'm going to put those. Where should I put those? Right on the side? What do you think, Dad?
Leave them off.
Leave them off?
It's much cleaner.
True. Maybe I'll put them on the inside just so like
Inside the cover.
inside the cover. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop off my anti-sack wristband here. And if that's going to take this thing off. So I'm going to go ahead and on this inside here. Powered by Kingston HyperX RAM. That way I don't forget. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Kingston X RAM, ain't it? Yes, I am hiding, actually. And this Gigabyte one. Here, so it's gonna go like this, so. Then. Okay, so this is gonna slide up here. There we go. 2 case switches, or switches, 2 case thingies. And we are done with the build. What time is it? 1:30. Wow, That was good. And that was even with the 3-minute pre-roll, actually. So, yay! So, this is where I take time and I sound nice and happy.
I just want to come and tell you, I am so proud of my son. He has done such
Hold,
an
hold,
awesome
hold on,
job.
Dad. I haven't started yet, for all I know.
No, I'm proud of you for doing this because it's absolutely incredible that you would take on a task like this and do your, do your studying, and you're putting your studying to work. And I can't wait till I get this home and I'll put it in my office and I'll give you mine. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, Dad, I don't want to take your ATI 2600 XT away from you. That
Oh,
thing's...
no, you wouldn't be taking it. I would be giving it to you.
No, trust me, I wouldn't want to. I don't want my dual core back. Okay, so right here I have an extra SATA cable, all that good stuff. I'm gonna need to use this right here. Get the this right here. My overclocking utilities, chipset, RAID, and all that good stuff right here on this driver manual. Gonna put everything in here. And let me go ahead and close this. I'm gonna try. Actually, my RAM module box can go in here. So hopefully nothing has gone wrong. Hopefully I haven't broken anything without thinking about it. Hopefully, a lot of hopes. How's that sound? Let's go ahead and put all this in here. Put all this in here. So yes. So I am going to, let me see here. Pretty normal bought one. I love you more. As he put it, it's a piece of crap. Yes, it is a piece of crap. It is a piece of crap. I can't really, yeah. Nah. It is. Let me go ahead and check my Facebook here, see if anyone has liked it. Anything like that. Well, I would like to say thanks to Kyle for coming on and talking to me. And the 2 other people here who are watching. Can I tell who those are? Whoa. Yeah, guys, don't forget to hit that follow button down there. And yeah, do all that good stuff. Play, yep. So I will go ahead. I'm going to roll an outro. And I sure do hope you guys enjoyed this. Tweet me at Mr. Tyler's Minecraft on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. Yeah, anything like that. And I will see you guys, I would say, in the next live stream. But, well, I don't think we're planning to have another one for a while. So I will see you guys in the next build live stream video thingy. I don't know what to call it. Don't judge me. Anyways, see you guys in the next live stream. But, well, I don't think we're planning to have another one for a while. So I will see you guys in the next build live stream video thingy. I don't know what to call it. Don't judge me. Anyways, see you guys.